involved. Yeah, and we got that Brazilian Barney as our sporting director saying, Mikel, we've done amazing in the transfer window. We don't have a backup number 10. We don't have a striker. We don't have quality wing. We don't have a central midfielder. But you've done amazing, and we're going to sing together. Okay, Odegaard, cross your legs. Oh no, you broke your ankle. Oh, okay. Make sure Saka, cross your legs. Okay, everybody, clap your hands together. I love you, Yui. You love me. We're a happy family. Well, I'm tired of this rubbish, bro. I'm tired of this rubbish. This is all it ever is at Arsenal. Oh, we're family milk.
What the hell just happened?
What are you saying?
That's hilarious.
Well, I was just watching it. I was in stitches watching it.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh. Yeah, Northside's not here, by the way. But if you can see that we got a debutant at the top, he's pretty far out at the moment, but just bear with it. Technical difficulties. Man like Soft, we call him Amrabat over here, and he supports Arsenal. But man.
I thought he was just doing the Arsenal thing and hiding. You know what I mean? Like, he's not trying to show up this weekend, so he's just trying to hide it. That's what I thought it was about. But
pleasure to meet you all, boys. Honestly, pleasure.
Big up, man.
And you.
Nah, it's a pleasure, man.
What are you saying, George?
Do you know, I will just say, don't take anything personal today. I've got enough corn for you just because you're the Arsenal representative.
No, come for me, bro. Honestly, I'm ready.
You come on a bad week. You come on a bad week.
So. Honestly, I'm ready to give corn to my own team. I'm ready to give corn to my own team, so I'm here for it.
I thought you said we ain't got Northside on.
Oh, damn.
Oh, George, listen, George, don't get too carried away, bro.
Daps, listen, what? You know more than anyone. When you come to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it's not an easy game, man.
You know what? Listen, bro. 2 years ago, I got carried away because Liverpool started badly and we started well. We went Anfield, and Cass convinced me, that you know what you should. And bro, just be careful, bro. As kids would say, be careful.
Tranquilo, brother. I got this.
Okay, listen. Say what you want then, as long as you're here Sunday evening, Monday afternoon, right? Yeah. Say whatever you want. I've given you a warning. I've looked out for you, bro. Because for me, this weekend, is like, it's big for 3 teams this weekend, Firstly, Man United, right? We ain't forgot you. Southampton away, right?
Yeah, we ain't lost.
Yeah, you must, bro. You fucking must.
We ain't lost them. Like 14, 15.
That's fine. So same as George got that confidence, you must have that confidence. That's fine, right? Arsenal, of course, because they dropped points to Brighton. They've got City away next week.
12:30. Wait, Daps is at 12:30.
Bro, listen, I'm just warning everyone about speaking too early, right? I'm just warning everyone. I'm being a good person. So.
Yes.
Arsenal fans know. Arsenal fans, they already know if they drop points to Tottenham. Firstly, it's a derby. Secondly, they drop points to Brighton. And thirdly, they've got City. But I'm not going to lie, with Rice out, with Odegaard out, George, you must, you know.
They might have BISSOUMA out now.
Oh, they're trying to do that to level the playing.
Yeah, that's the one.
But BISSOUMA last season, so that's not the same.
Is it?
George, you must, you know.
He was quite good against Newcastle.
Bro, I can't even
that just makes Archie the Great will go into midfield, no?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think we will start. I don't think he's ready for a start, and especially a big game like that. And Andrew's the type of guy to throw someone in. But he's a baller. But I think if I haven't heard nothing about BISSOUMA being injured, and I ain't heard he's out yet, so I don't know about
he got taken off in his international game ASAP.
I'm telling you, I've seen I follow all the Tottenham pages, and I ain't seen nothing.
It was the last word on the Spurs, no? All the Tottenham.
I didn't see any. I haven't seen any.
Okay.
If you have, then show me the source, and I ain't gonna say.
I posted it in both chats.
I'll have a look.
He's having.
But in the meantime, if he is out, I'm not that worried. Ben's call will go into that role. I've always said I'm not a BISSOUMA fan. Cash, you've heard me how many times on this panel and say I'm really not a big BISSOUMA fan. He's had a few good games this season, and I think any player can build upon performances. And he had good games last season, but for the best part of 7 or 8 months, he wasn't good last year. He wasn't good for the back end of the last season, so he's still got a lot to prove to me. He's had one good game this season, and I'd say half a good game against Newcastle or so, but he had a good game against Everton. He sort of controlled the game and controlled midfield, but I want to see
that must have been tough for him still.
Yeah, it wasn't tough. That's the point. That's what I mean. So he needs to do a lot more for me to show me that he's a better player. But Ben's cool going to the midfield. We shouldn't be talking about Tottenham's midfield's problems here. You have no Basmati. You have a no shoulder.
But do you not think Arsenal without them, man, still have a better midfield than you?
Are you crazy then?
Nah. No way. No way, man.
Without shoulder guard.
Partey and Jorginho. They're going to get run up. They're going to get runned up in the midfield. That's where we're going to lose the battle for me, in midfield. They've got a better midfield than us. I'll tell you that on Sunday. That's for facts. Honestly,
before the injury,
Jorginho will get pressed. He hasn't played one Premier League game yet. They're going to be onto us like no man's business, Tottenham are. They just lost their last Premier League game, and they want revenge after last year as well.
Wait, and so you're not. So
the thing is,
go on.
I'm not optimistic. No, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest. I think Tottenham are going to be up for it, and Arsenal are going to. It's going to be a surprising game. I'll be honest with you. Everyone's thinking, yeah, we're going to go to Tottenham's yard. We're going to get free. It ain't going to be easy. I'm telling you this now.
He's taking the words out of my mouth. He's making it.
No, it ain't gonna be. No, but I'm being honest though. Look. All Arsenal fans say, "Yeah, we're gonna go to Tottenham. We always get 3 points there. We always get 3 points." No, it's a different ball game this year. It's a different ball game.
You don't always get 3 points at Tottenham. It's only been like once in the last 12, 13, 14.
Last 2 years. Last 2 years, basically, we got 3 points from them. Only last 2 years.
Oh, they beat you twice. Wait, 2 years ago.
Twice.
They beat us 3-2 and 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0.
Oh, yeah. You're dusty, man.
Are you really the one game though? Like Liverpool, your main rivals, and Man City?
You're dusty. You're dusty, man. No, you talk Tottenham. You know what it is, yeah. You know what the funny thing is? I think someone made the point.
Just lost to Old Trafford last week.
Old Trafford
we're talking about you and Arsenal.
Mo Salah walks around Old Trafford with no shoes on, bro. He runs that place like that's his home.
Man, with no shoes on.
No, he wears shoes now because he's seen the water. So he wears sliders.
Well, that's nice, anyways. But I'm just gonna. Jules, I'm just saying, innit? Like,
Monts isn't even biting because he knows he's like, what? I live there, bro. Like that's his second home. What are we doing here?
Yeah, but bro, they're kind of like they ain't lost there the last couple times as well. They're saying, but your last 2 times, you ain't even beat your rivals, fam. So on that notice, nasty. Yeah, bro. I didn't even know that. I thought it was the one time only. Nah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? It might be long for Spurs. I can't lie. You know what it is? Someone said it. Hooks bar talking about protesting.
Oh.
Yeah, protesting. He mentioned something. Look, I think. Wait, you might have mentioned as it once. You lot are being. You technically you lot are the favourites now. And when Spurs are favourites, they don't perform. Am I wrong?
I don't know where the.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong there? When you're favourites in big games, you lot dusty up.
That's not obviously true. Though our actual big game record last season wasn't too bad. We performed.
So dusty up.
We beat Liverpool. We didn't beat City, but we did come back.
Asterisk on that one. Come on.
Yeah,
okay. Wait. It can be an asterisk, but the point is we walked away with 3 points. So we beat Liverpool. That was the point that he said.
On a technicality.
3 points.
On a technicality.
We walked away with 3 points.
On a technicality.
So last week we're just gonna sit here and Rice's one was a technicality. He's missing. So when Arsenal,
some Arsenal fans technically have.
Hold on. Wait, one second. There's something in common here.
So this is the excuse that's been going to be loading for Arsenal fans all week. For when they lose against us, that's what happens. When they come, they're going to be like, the ref done them a favor. There was no Rice. It's a technicality. We would have beat you if we had Rice.
No, because George, that was a mistake.
By you throwing it last year, remember? You threw it apparently.
George, that was a mistake though. Like that, or like not even a mistake. That's like an opinion. That Diaz thing was categorically wrong, and
that was.
But then there would have been a whole game played after that, so it would have been a completely different game. So we don't know how it would have played out. That's the thing.
Did you not?
Red card after there was a lot.
What did you have 9 men on the pitch at that time? Yeah. Curtis Jones and who got sent off again? McAllister. Was it McAllister?
Wait, so are we gonna do? Wait, so it's wait. But this is what we're not going to do, though. Because when Tottenham, wait. But is when Don comes on here and talks about when Chelsea beat Spurs, we had 9 men. We had 9 men.
Yeah,
but George, I didn't say anything about 9 men. I said something about.
Saying
I didn't say anything about 9 men. I'm talking about the offside goal. The red cards are on us. Even though if I think they're soft, the red cards are opinion. The offside was fact. I won't argue the red cards. We still don't have 9 men though.
Anyways, back to it.
By the way, I love that. I love that they lost on the technicality.
That's like how Tottenham did well against Leicester and Newcastle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
this subjective. Again, you can look at it different ways. That because the way that I look at our performances and look at our results is Tottenham have performed well.
Don't dare use the word control. Don't dare use the word control.
We haven't walked away with great results. But we've performed well. We've controlled a lot of the game.
You can't use the word control, bro. If you control and lose, then that's the shittest control I've ever seen.
Let me speak on the game. Let me speak on it, and then let me finish my point.
So that's like saying you control your goal and your goal's cheating.
It's an actual fact that Tottenham have the most possession out of any team in the first 3 games so far.
I don't mind possession.
In world football right now, in the whole of Europe right now. Sorry, Tottenham have the most. So we've controlled the majority of the games we've been in. We've been better than we have last season. The problem has been in front of goal. We've been missing our £65 million striker.
And conceding two.
To fill in that gap in 2 of those games. So in this big game that we're going into, where we're gonna have our number 9 coming back, we're gonna have our centre back coming back, who was missing for the last game. A very big player, our best player, one of them. When Arsenal missing Saliba or Gabriel, it's a big thing. When you're missing, Ruben Diaz, so it's a big thing. But when Tottenham are missing,
not really.
Tottenham, you just have to deal with it. Okay, we didn't the game last week. When you look at Manchester United, I look at bad results, bad performances.
Oh, they ain't missing no one. They're just all shit.
I know, but they have nothing to build up. We can build upon our performances. So again, going into this game, we've not performed bad. You can look at Tottenham and say we haven't got good results, but I know going into this game, this team's going to be feeling confident. This team's going to be feeling like we can walk away with something. Arsenal are missing 2 of their best players, 2 of their best performers last season. Let's be honest, that was literally 1 and 2.
I agree with you on that.
And Declan Rice, 1 and 2 best performers last year. So if both of them are out, that means they're going to have
That's why you must. I agree with you.
Fill in their midfield with potentially Havertz on Jorginho, a trio that they've never played before together.
Long day.
With a new midfield, a trio that we're going to control that midfield. Yeah. We're going to batter them. We're literally going to be all over.
Are you going to control that midfield like you did against Newcastle?
And then I'm supposed to be scared. I'm supposed to be scared of a front line of Gabby Jesus, who scored 5 goals in the Premier League last
Sterling.
And what? Raheem Sterling. Come on now. Come on, what are we doing here? This Arsenal team they're coming to us with is not one of the best Arsenal teams. It's not their top team.
See, there's a misconception here.
This is easy food, light work.
Yeah, there's a misconception.
Easy food.
You are doing a lot, bro. You are doing a lot.
You're doing a lot. For a Spurs fan,
you must.
You're doing a lot. You're doing too much, man.
Yeah. As a Spurs fan, you need to realize,
you're still Spurs.
It's still Spurs, yeah, exactly. There's the Arsenal chest. But I was gonna say this, Mr. Link. I can't bring the comment up. Does possession equals control? Spurs, quick maths. I was gonna say this, misconception. Possession don't mean control. If that's the case, then Louis van Gaal dominated all the games.
Agreed.
In control. Possession don't equal control exactly. Control can be. Actually, yes. No, yes.
If I'm lying, then tell me I'm lying.
Well, in a matter, you didn't control.
You're saying something.
You didn't control counter-attacks.
You're not deflecting my point.
You didn't control counter-attacks. I mean, you control possession. All right, you control possession. There you go. But you didn't control the counter-attacks.
But that's what I said. But that is exactly what I said. I did not say we control counter-attacks.
But I'm just saying.
Tottenham is susceptible to counter-attacks the way that we play. We play with a high line. Any team with a high line is going to concede counter-attacks and concede goals and transition.
This leads me to my next question then, yeah. Does Arsenal actually need control? Because I didn't see any.
No, we can sit back. We can literally sit back and hit them on the counter. And I think we done a lot of that last year, didn't we? We did a lot of that last year when we played you at your ground. But we had Odegaard, agreed, and that's where I feel like we're gonna be effed up because of that.
I think without Odegaard, without Rice, you don't. Well, Rice doesn't do it anyway.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're so light. This is your opportunity.
You ain't got no player in midfield to make those forward passes. There's no one. Jorginho and Havertz do not make line passes.
Jorginho and Partey.
Jorginho definitely makes line.
Yes, he does.
Jorginho definitely makes line breaking passes, by the way.
Yeah, you can see a third line pass. 100%.
Wait. I think Partey can as well. I think Partey can. 2 years ago, we were praising him for that.
Partey does it.
2
George,
years.
I know we're linked. Yeah, George, I know we're linked, but we can't sit here and say Jorginho don't make line breaking passes. That's criminal stuff. We can't sit there. And we can't even sit there and say Partey. That's pretty much one of the only things Partey.
Hold on. 3 years ago, Partey was being praised for that. Mad amounts.
Hold on. Partey line breaking passes is literally Partey's thing. That's probably the only thing he still does well.
Have you watched Partey this season? Have you watched Partey this season?
Yes.
It's been
Yes,
poor.
he's been drunk on the ball. But yes, on the ball, but his line breaking passes.
He doesn't, but he hasn't made no line break. He passes backwards and side to side. You've not watched.
No, he has made. No, bro. Partey has made like they've both. Jorginho and Partey are Arsenal's most progressive
Partey 2 years ago, and I would have agreed. Partey 2 years ago was one of the best midfielders in the league. At one point, he played at that level. People were comparing him to Rodri at that one point. Were they not? We were having those conversations.
Partey and Jorginho are top.
But he's far from that. Jorginho, he's battling for Ballon d'Or. They're not at this level. This was 2-3 years ago.
Fell off a little bit. He's not the same player as he used to be.
Bro, you don't have to, bro. You don't have. Jorginho doesn't have to be at his third place Ballon d'Or best, or Partey doesn't have to be as he was 2 years ago for them to still be able to make line breaking passes. Partey and Jorginho are two of Arsenal's most progressive passes in their midfield, and that's a fact. Rice don't break lines that much. That's the whole issue with Rice. Rice's whole thing is that everyone's annoyed that he doesn't break the lines. You know what I'm saying? Odegaard's more than dribbler.
You know what I worry about?
He's one who they want to.
Go, carry on.
No, I was saying Odegaard, for me, because he plays a bit further forward, he's the one that they want to break the lines to. They want to break the lines to Odegaard. So in terms of the guys who are actually going to make those passes, Jorginho is one of the most progressive passers, but because of his legs, he can't play game in, game out. And Partey, because of his injuries, hasn't played a lot. And on the ball, he looks like his legs are gone anyway. But he's still able to, but bro, you can regress.
Wait. You said it. Wait, you're not talking because if Jorginho and Partey are making those line-breaking passes to Odegaard, that would insist Arsenal in control of the game. In a transitional attack, it would be Odegaard that's making those passes that they need. He's the one that's playing those balls through to Saka.
Maybe that's fair. I hear what you're saying there, maybe.
They need that player. If you haven't got that player, that's where they're going to lack. And that's what I think is going to be their biggest thing. They haven't got, not even, I would have said if ESR was there, ESR's an option to go in there. I like ESR playing in that position. But they don't.
Do you know what? That's a mad thing. That literally about 6 days ago, we had a show with Igal, and Igal was saying that Arsenal had strengthened their squad more than City had, right? And at the time, we were very much both focusing on players coming in. And now in hindsight, you look at it, and maybe I was focusing a little bit the fact that they got rid of a 9, not a good 9, but in Eddie, and brought in a winger. They didn't actually bring in another 9. But now when you look at it, that Smith Rowe, and I'm even going to say Vieira just about, right? Just because they're the two players that maybe you would have given game time to if Odegaard. And now it is like, look, the one thing I would say is I reckon Arteta must have, he can't have gone through the whole summer, let Smith Rowe go, let Vieira go, not brought in.
But that's what Moreno was for, wasn't he? And unfortunately, he got injured for 2 months. Let's be honest. That's what Moreno was.
You think Moreno was in to be Odegaard? Because I thought Moreno to me looks a bit more like another Rice almost.
Yeah, I would say so.
He'd have played a left-sided 8, but I've still
left-sided 8. Yeah.
But the reason I'm saying this is I can't imagine Arteta has let 2 players go, not brought one in, and not have a plan for who is his
belief in the youth. That young buck,
Ethan. Yeah.
No, not Lewis Skelly. He's more like left back. Ethan and Ranieri, yeah.
What for him to come in? Yeah, well, right.
But I was saying with Monts earlier, I'm like, I wouldn't trust a 17-year-old coming. But how many times have we said this? And someone breaks on the scene, like they make.
They have to take. I mean, Dele Alli at Spurs,
it could be his moment, isn't it?
Is a great example of it where he came.
But will he throw him in this game though? Will he throw him in?
I mean, putting a young buck who knows Arsenal through into a derby. I mean, I don't see why not. Sometimes now I'm kind of thinking about it. I said this. I think Arteta needs to change his shape. I would say Arteta needs to change his shape a little bit. Go more reserved in a 4-2-3-1. Play transition. You don't have to play. There's not one way of playing. Put Jesus in the 10, a ball carrier, or someone that's really good at ball carrying and a bit nippy, and break off Sterling, Saka, and have Havertz as your hold-up man.
Oh, it's a
and
bit
they got a high line anyway. So
this is what I'm saying.
Do you know what? If you deep it, that is actually a little bit the way when Jesus first arrived at City. I'm remembering like January because he arrived in January, and we dropped Aguero, and we were playing Sterling, Jesus, and Sane. And it was like that. It was very much Jesus running with the ball with 2 runners next to him with Sane and Sterling a little bit. But
you play 2 defensive fullbacks as well. Like, let's say Calafiori, or some people are calling for Timber to be in the DM area, or even I've never seen him there, to be fair. His brother does that. Or obviously Ben White. It's a bit more reserved, you could say, in a way. But
I heard someone say White was injured, by the way.
Who?
That's what Hooks was saying. Hooks was saying for Zinchenko in the midfield.
No, it's too much of a liability.
Hold on. Zinchenko, right. I'm not saying I would do it or not. However, in defense of that, Zinchenko is a liability at left back. Why? Because by trade, he's a central midfielder. Right? By trade. If you've seen him for Ukraine in the central midfield role, he can actually play in the midfield role. So I do hear it. Now, again, it's another risk, but I was saying from the minute you signed Zinchenko, I've never understood why you've never really seen him play there. So
his physicality game is dog. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
I think defensively, he's really good. He can see a pass. He's third, he's very good on the ball. It's when he's off the ball, it's his concentration that lets him down.
He's technically a really good footballer.
He can be erratic. He can be erratic at times as well.
Exactly.
My issue with Arsenal is, let's say Arsenal are in a transition, it's the get back. You know, like I don't really trust Partey getting back as quick as Jorginho or vice versa. And the thing is, it's the top for me. It's the Tottenham onslaught of wave after wave after wave. And that's where I'm looking at.
That's the one thing
a bit more of a robust midfield. Maybe
I'd say that's the one thing Arsenal could be confident in, because Arsenal have a good backline. I'll give it to them. The backline of Saliba, Gabriel, and like their backline is very settled. They've got a few big men, and I think they can for a long time survive the onslaught. Tottenham will have to finish their chances and be clinical in the area, because I don't think Arsenal are going to give up many clear-cut chances. I think we're going to have to get a few half chances, and we're going to need to see some individual brilliance at times from, you know, the likes of Sonny, Maddison, you know, our best players. So I definitely give that to them. I don't think that's going to be the worry too much, like, because you've seen with Spurs so far this season, we've got Brennan Johnson in there. Like, let's be honest now. We've got Werner on at times. These guys, you can give them an open goal and they're gonna miss it. Yeah. So like, we're not the team to go out there and be clinical and take 4 or 5 chances like, you know, Liverpool do some at times or City do at times. We're not gonna be that team. So that's the one thing Arsenal will definitely have going for them. We need to take our chances. Sonny and Solanke.
I think it plays into your manager's hands. I think Ange will be looking at this guy and perfect. Like, actually perfect. If we do have a chance, we're coming up against an Arsenal with a lesser midfield, less legs. That's perfect for you, man. That is perfect for you, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, especially go on.
I feel like that's where the game's gonna be won in midfield for me. Because we don't have that much legs in Thomas Partey and Jorginho, that's what worries me the most. Defensively, I'm not worried. But if they keep coming at us again and again and again, I think that midfield will get tired. You see what Blimmin Rodgers done against our centre midfields for Aston Villa. So that's the one place I worry about, our midfield. They're going to have a high line, let's be honest. We got to know how to transition from back to front quickly, because we ain't got Odegaard. We've got to find a way to do that. And that's the thing. How are we going to get from back to front? And how quick are they going to do it? Because their high line, they will concede chances. But with us, it's our midfield. That's where I worry in this game.
You've got ball carriers, though, innit? Like, that's what I said, the Sterling, Jesus, Sterling, Jesus, Saka, ball carriers. I mean, and then if you are 1-0 up, that's when you do bring on a Martinelli at the end of the game. You don't really need legs because you're just be sitting back anyways. If it's a 0-0, or let's say it is a draw, I'm not going to lie, I think Arteta goes for it. Like, as in terms of goals for the point.
Do you know what? Has anyone seen the England lineup yet? Because I was just going to say, I want to see
if Saka starts.
Because if I'm Arteta, I'm hollering Saka, and I'm maybe even hollering, and I'm saying, listen, nah, he can't start, man.
Yeah,
and
play Bowen or something.
He can't, bro. It's one of them ones where I know it used to happen a lot.
Saka's starting.
There we go. That is, and for me,
Angel.
But I had an issue last season. I had a bit of an issue last season where John Stones had been injured, and then he came back just in time for 2 England friendlies, and he started both of them, and he got injured on the second one. And I'm not going to lie, you've seen players pull out of this England squad. Sometimes if you are and that's why I think Pep now probably isn't favouring Stones, because he's gone, do you know what? Cool. Like, I will never, and Arteta's probably the same. I'll never stop a player from representing their country. Yeah. However, prioritise certain things. And right now, I'm not going to lie, Saka should not be starting.
No, he shouldn't be playing against
No way.
I agree.
No way.
I agree.
No way. Not with Odegaard. Because you're right. When you're talking ball carriers, Saka's probably now Arsenal's best ball carrier.
Yeah.
Right.
More than likely.
When if there is pressure from Tottenham, Saka can relieve that pressure. Yeah.
Easy.
Just by driving with the ball. Right. He should not be starting tonight. That's
I agree.
Honestly,
but you know what we forget as well? You know what Odegaard brings? Yeah, that little triangle. Him and Ben White and Saka, when they're close to each other, they play these triangles. They've got some sort of like cohesion between them. And that's what I worry about. Where's the cohesion going to come from? Because Odegaard nips and ticks it. He knows how to control the ball, play it down. I don't know. That's where I worry about who's going to take over him and who's going to be that guy.
Well, that's the one that's going to be seen. But there's lots to talk about anyways as well, because Montel, you ready to be hurt again? I didn't catch what you said earlier. I think it's because I was too busy checking up on my food. But you ready to be hurt again? Or let me know. Let me know.
I don't know if I have. I don't know how many embarrassments I have left in me, to be honest.
I mean,
am
you're
am I numb to the embarrassment, or am I ready to be hurt again? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
sometimes a man grows up in it, and you're willing to just let your feelings out there, and like say, yeah, you know what, I do like the girl, and I own it. Like, does she want a boy or a man?
But yeah, but if do you know what it is?
Is George falling asleep? By the way, no.
No. No. I feel like, do you know this? I feel like with Zubimendi, genuinely, we still need a 6 in it. Whether that's a ball playing 6, whether that's a destroyer type 6, we still need a 6 of a high level. I think what Gravy Boat's doing is again, you don't get to say that because
I do. Can you explain Gravy Boat to me though?
What do you mean?
I don't get it.
What Gravy Boat?
I know what Gravy Boat is, but I don't get. Yeah, is it just because it sounds similar?
No, because you're saying, he's gravy, as in I've never remember that term.
Yeah, like gravy. They call him gravy in it because like Gravenberch is just that's just long to pronounce. Like, he's got time for Gravenberch, bro. He's got time for that. Some call him gravy, and
the gravy boat catches all the gravy boat catches all the like sloppy bits of gravy that kind of drop off onto the plate below.
Just don't overthink it. That's just gravy boat in it. Gravy boat easier.
You see gravy.
I still grab a picture. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I didn't get to watch it. What happened? Let me know.
He balled. I thought he balled out, man. When he played for the last Holland game. Did you see his game when Gravy played?
He was bro.
Cold, man.
Like, I don't want to go as far as to call him Graven Busquets yet, but Jesus,
he was cold.
Oh my God. Bro, it's revolutionised in the 6 role, I heard. Revolutionised in the 6 role. That's what I'm hearing.
Very funny, Daps. But yeah, no.
Oh, no, really, I've heard that still.
But Grav's doing his thing, innit? He's doing his thing, but again, he's still new to that kind of lone 6/pivot. Not so much new to the pivot role, but it's something he hasn't done in a while. So I feel like the way he's playing now is form, and I want to believe that this is permanent class, but we need to see a lot more from him. So if he does kind of drop form, or he gets injured, because Gravenberch does get his injuries, I feel like having Endo to come in isn't really good enough in this system. I think under Klopp, I wouldn't mind Endo coming in for 4 or 5 games, because we saw for the time that Endo did come in, he wasn't actually that bad. You know what I'm saying? He was very good against Arsenal. He was very good at Man City, especially in the big games. Endo had some good performances for Liverpool. But in this system, where you have to be good with the ball at your feet and not just, more of a combative midfielder, I don't know, man. Like, the alternatives look a bit bleak. If McAllister gets injured, we're in trouble, and if Gravenberch drops form, we're in trouble. So if we had another 6 there, like
reading of the game's good. I think Gravenberch has been reading games as well.
I think Gravenberch is class.
So why? Well, you don't need Zubimendi then. What are you doing?
No, of course we still need.
He don't want to come in. Gravenberch is taking that starting spot.
Why don't you focus on?
Listen, competition is great, but again, we don't want to let's be real. We don't want to have positions that are like we've just seen Odegaard. Bro, we've just seen Odegaard get injured and look at the meltdown it's causing. So Odegaard, oh my God, Odegaard, whatever you want to call him. Like, he's one of the best players in the Premier League, and his injury has sent shockwaves to everyone. So at the end of the day, I feel like if Liverpool are gonna, our sixth position is working right now, and that's why Liverpool are performing. As soon as that sixth position breaks down, you know, things might be a little bit different. So
you're in the Club World Cup, in you as well, are you, or is it?
No.
You're not. Oh, okay, fair enough. No,
so who is it?
Is it Chelsea?
Less games. Chelsea and less games for us to play. I guess I could say with that.
Yeah, a few, but only that's the end of the season anyway. So it's.
But listen, don't get me wrong. There isn't a team where if they get one injury, there's always one specific injury that's gonna hurt every team, no matter how good you are in it. Everyone has that one player that just can't get injured. But for us, it is still 2 or 3. And I think losing a player in that sixth position is still crazy for us, especially when you're playing Premier League, Champions League, Premier League, Champions League. When you're doing that run and you lose one of your key players, that's very dead.
Yeah, especially do you know the period that I think is going to be a mad test? Yeah,
November.
Not even that. You've got to remember the Champions League this year, like. You see, usually the Champions League, I think, ends in but you know, usually the Champions League ends kind of like first week of December, usually round about that, and then it doesn't come back till February. In January, we're still playing Champions. So that January period after Christmas, it's going to be.
There is a gap, but it's not as big.
It's like the 20.
It used to be like 3 months.
But ultimately, for the teams that are trying to compete in every trophy, if you think when you get into January, right, you're going to have had the Christmas period where you've got kind of a couple of Premier League games in a week, right? You're going to then have the FA Cup, I think starts first or second week of January. If you've gone a long way in the Carabao Cup, you're then going to have the Carabao Cup. And this time in January, you're also going to have the Champions League on top of that. And that's where all of a sudden, I think January, is going to be the test.
I think the test starts now. Just like it generally starts now. Literally from this week, there's 2 games every week from this week.
Yeah,
it starts.
Like, they gave us 3 games.
They have the North London derby, and then they got Carabao Cup, and then they got Etihad, and then they got away. Their first game's away, isn't it? Champions League away game.
Who is it? Atlanta.
Away at Atlanta. Like it's already starting. They're ready.
We go San Siro next week. We go San Siro next week.
Yeah, we've got Inter next week as well.
Literally today, we'd be playing right now. We'd be playing in about an hour at the San Siro. So
I ain't gonna lie, your fixtures in October, November look mad.
They are.
You got Man City, Real Madrid, Newcastle away. You got some mad fixtures, and
this is, and you know why? You know when people say to me, "Monts, you're in the title race now." Monts, you're in the title race. Listen, let's see how we get through that period first, because I've looked at those fixtures and it ain't easy. It ain't.
What, you're not in the title race, Monts?
Not anymore.
Oh, no, not after 3 games. No, not after.
I'm in the title race. I'll be honest.
You're fucking Man City, aren't you? You got a striker scoring back-to-back hatties. Yeah, right. I mean, give it a rest. But all I'm saying is that for me, like Zubimendi clearly got lowballed by his own club. It's obvious for everyone to see. They offered him, they said, cool, this is what we're going to give you if you stay. A contract hasn't been signed yet. So not just for Liverpool, if he doesn't sign the contract, it's free game.
Monts responded to the message. He responded to the message 100%. Yeah, he's fallen back in love instantly. Bro,
my thing is that until he puts pen to paper,
you've got another one in you. You've got another one in you.
Until he puts pen to paper, it's free game, blood.
The fact you paid attention and brought up the fact he hasn't signed the contract, you messaged her back. Because you fell for it.
Of course, bro. I don't give a dash. I need the player. I want the player. I want the 6. I need that.
When the player's been talking to too many clubs, bro, sometimes you gotta let it go, man.
Yeah,
that one's not you. You know what I mean?
Fortunately, no can do, my friend. No can do, my friend.
Like Spurs,
not on the Steve tap shit. Not on the Steve tap shit. I'm saying. So, and obviously, Real Sociedad are playing crap at the moment as well, so you know they can hold that as well.
But that's normal for Sociedad, though. They always have them periods all throughout the season, and somehow they make it into a European spot. It's always the case with these.
We'll see. Even so,
like a bit like Man United.
I just think personally,
Barcelona trying to get rid of De Jong next year, and he's got 1 year left on his contract.
Give it a rest, Cash. That's something that's been.
But there's a 6th. So yeah, but I mean, the 6th position should be available for them then, isn't it?
No one's trying to go get De Jong, bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, they could plan for the future away from De Jong.
You mean
Since you have
De
1
Jong
year.
again?
Not me. I mean, I think Barcelona
This
wants
guy,
Zubimendi,
De
innit?
Jong, man.
Literally,
Zubimendi-
bro,
no,
these man get
Zubimendi
on to me
is
about Zubimendi.
Oh.
These man have been linked to De Jong. Every
Barcelona.
flipping
De Jong,
window.
bro.
This guy's still telling me De Jong's going.
By the way, I never
Nah,
said he's
I'm still hoping
anywhere to leave.
Coutinho comes back to Liverpool. Like,
I mean,
I'm
he's a
saying.
free agent or something, no? But I'm just saying,
Well,
Zubimendi,
maybe.
Zubimendi in Barcelona, it just makes sense, Mons. Are you ready for this hurt?
bro, if Zubimendi goes Barcelona, he goes to Barcelona. But what Barcelona do is nothing to do with me, bro. I'm genuinely saying like we just need to get a 6 of a decent level. Whether
So another
Varela
rejection.
comes back into form, like
Wait,
I don't know.
You're saying that because
Morella's not number
De
6,
Jong
by the
goes
way.
to Man United afterwards. Is that what you're trying to say?
Probably not. I think he'd be finished up by then,
So
man.
you hear he said probably not, that he's thinking about it.
Nah,
He's dreaming
I
about
think life has moved on. His injuries are picking up too much.
But my thing
Way
is that,
too
as I
much.
said, like I just think football is becoming more and more fickle every single season. Like I don't know. Before I remember people asking Tottenham fans, are they in a title race once they'd won 8 games and drawn 2 in their first 10?
Artegi.
No.
And-
Tottenham fans were
and-
telling us
and
that
that
we were in a
for me-
title race. It was a difference.
No,
we weren't
this-
asking.
this one
Whoa,
was-
no, hold on. Deji
We can
was
already
telling you
get
he's in a
clear.
title
Yeah,
race.
I'm telling you
Deji
now.
was telling you he's
You
in
know
a
what's
title
funny?
race.
Research,
We said we were going to
research.
win the Champions League the same thing that season. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
mean
remember
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna correct that. Deji said that.
Deji created his own draw, literally picking Real Madrid are going to get Liverpool, and Real Madrid are going to knock Liverpool out. City going to play, and it's like what? And gave Tottenham all the easy games.
No,
Yeah, and goes, yeah, then we're going to go.
No,
to
but I'm sure, Mont, if we go into the archive somewhere, you could probably find George saying that we're in a title race. Shamelessly.
Never.
Nah. I would have if George said the only thing that was shameless that George said was when he compared his wingers to mine. That's the only thing I can look at George and go, you're out.
Sorry,
of
BJ wasn't there when he said that, was he? BJ was not there when he said that.
But BJ was there when he said that. BJ was there when he said that. Yeah,
Oh, wait, BJ. Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
No.
Was it, who did you compare him to?
It wasn't BJ and Bernie.
Wait, who did you say BJ's better than?
No.
I didn't say
He
he's
just
better.
said his wing. He said his wing. He just said his wingers are better than mine.
What wingers?
No. Don't do that. We had the whole argument on this channel. There's
I can't remember.
You said you'd have your wingers right. You said you'd have your wingers over mine. You
and then
said
we started comparing
George,
the stats, and the stats
George,
were proven.
you said
that
you'd rather
my
have your
wingers-
You
wingers
should
than
be,
mine.
bro.
higher level last season.
George, so I'm not even bringing stats into it. I'm sorry, yeah, but it
I
shows
was
that you
talking about
actually were believing it.
DNA.
Bro,
Not.
I don't care about
You
DNA.
generally like your wingers.
Strictly DNA. I never said
Oh.
that. I told you that I'm not in love with my wingers. I've told you I don't like Werner. I
You
don't
playing
like
one
Brennan
game a
Johnson.
week though.
I don't like.
There's no pressure.
Huh?
You're playing one game a week. There's like no pressure in other competitions to get tired and stuff. You got knocked out early.
What's your point?
It's like
So that
there's less
means they had more
fatigue.
chances.
You're way more fresh. You're way more fresh. Your wings are always fresh. Your players are typically always fresh.
We're gonna see how this season pans out. Their wingers have started off better than us so far.
I don't think you've got one better.
No, their wingers are better than yours. Come on, let's not do
Regardless,
this.
regardless of
Their
stats.
wingers are-
Nunes
You know,
starts for you.
he's been playing inside, so that's what it is. He doesn't count as a winger anymore because he's been playing in the middle. That's really
Otherwise, yeah, because him and Salah are kind of similar level, I feel.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know where
I
we're
didn't
going.
say that.
I'm
Well,
trying
I
to
didn't
actually
say that.
Who's your best winger right now?
HS Son, if you want to talk about HS Son, then boy, that's a
He's-
different conversation.
Brother's
That's
a
a real
striker,
life
man. Yeah, that brother's a striker, man.
He's not. He's
Yeah,
just a
he
top-
really is.
No, he's
That's just like when people. It's just like when people.
like
put Salah as striker.
George,
It's
I
not-
hope that this winger conversation's in the dirt now. George was, I feel like he woke up he bumped his head in the morning or something, and he's fine now. So we're cool again, innit? But
We'll have this at the end of the season, we're gonna talk. We're gonna compare DNA.
I was going to say, where would Kulusevski play against Arsenal, do you think?
The thing is, he's probably going to play in the middle. It's likely that we're
I
going to
like
play
him in
in
the
the
middle, you know. He's better in the middle.
Yeah, I think it might be Benzema,
Yeah.
Kulu, and Madders. I think that might be our trio. Or if
That's what he did
Bissouma's
with
there.
Newcastle, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I'm you,
no,
man,
Everton.
I'm packing your midfield, bro,
Yeah,
and
'cause-
just winning
no, I
that
swear there was-
midfield battle
maybe
on the
you're right
next
there.
level.
Because
Yeah,
I really
against
impressive
Newcastle, we had
Sarr too.
Sarr. You know, we
Sarr's
saw
been
Sarr
man.
start against Newcastle, but against Everton, we had Kulusevski, Madders, and Bissouma in the midfield. So
He was
weren't really
cold.
attacking. And Kulu was cooking in midfield that day, man. So I'd like to see him in there again. Odegaard probably out on the right, Sonny on the left, and Solanke in the middle, man. So Sonny's not
So-
obviously
I'm telling you now, Brendan Johnson's starting after
Hold on,
that.
so who are you playing in the middle? Who are you playing as your three in the middle?
I think it could be Maddison, Kulusevski, and Bissouma, or Bissouma. There's so many trios we can go with. Bissouma, Sarr, Maddison, Bissouma, Bentancur, Maddison.
So, George, if you beat Arsenal, you're in a title race. George, if you beat Arsenal, you're in a title race.
We won't be in the. We're not challenging.
Sounds stupid as fuck, doesn't it? Sounds stupid, doesn't it?
Look at this guy.
But they're not Liverpool, bro. Bro, Tottenham was second in
You know,
February.
no, you know why?
It does sound bro, Tottenham could be top game week 36 with 8 points. They're not in a title race, bro. They're Spurs.
No,
come on. There's a difference between them and Liverpool.
You know that's virtually impossible to bottle it. That's what's killing me. Man
Yeah,
said
but
game
they
week
would
one.
bottle it up, bro. They would bottle it up.
Man said they'll get a points deduction or some shit.
Fuck knows. We don't know. At this point, we wouldn't know. But it would happen.
You shouldn't be talking so lightly about point deductions, boy.
Oh,
but Lord knows I've been praying, and that case is coming.
Is it October? Is it October?
It's
Your
starting
case?
soon. It's starting
in a few
soon.
weeks.
Yeah.
What does?
1-1-5, 1-3-0, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know.
And Cass, the only reason I still say this this title race talk is stupid is because we discussed it earlier today. If Arsenal lose their next 2 games away from home at the
one
at
point
White Hart
in
Lane
nine.
and at the Etihad, and United win their next 2 games, it's like, see how dumb this title talk situation becomes now. It just becomes a bit stupid, doesn't it?
Well, I'm still baffled that a quad went to a protest in literally 72 hours. I'm literally bamboozled by that. I think CB's starting a new trend that everyone's looking to protest.
I'm not protest.
You man will have that scarf out in a minute, Cass. You'll be protesting again, saying Ineos out and that.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we'll get points, and we'll be saying fucking the shakeout,
and then before you know it, FSG out.
Will United be able? If Arsenal lose their next game, if Arsenal lose their next 2 and United win both of them, United go above them by 2 points. That's insanity.
Don't know about that.
Well, that's when you can really use that troops clip. We're 15.
We are 15, sir. We are 15.
They really can't.
That's not gonna happen. No, I remember United probably will end up beating Southampton, but it's the Villa away.
Well, maybe you lot beat Southampton and Arsenal just lose to Spurs. I'm pretty sure
your chest has completely deflated. You said you were going to beat Liverpool last week going into that game. You said you were going to win it, and now you're saying you will probably beat Southampton.
Fucking cheek of it.
You don't even know if you're going to beat the newly promoted side.
No, I said I know. I think we'll beat. I'm just saying. I think we do beat them regardless.
At 12:30.
I believe so.
At 12:30. I tried to tell you last time you kicked off at 12:30. I tried to tell you.
Bro, yes.
There's certain things Cass says, like when he goes, my record, when I go to get them type of things, I go, Cass, don't do it.
Yeah, man.
He also said, I ain't scared you guys. I ain't scared Liverpool.
Last 14 trips to St. Mary's, we've won.
Yeah, bro, this is the exact tone he uses, bro. This is
man. Come on, man. You know
you can tell him
man. Come on.
That's just a salty. Yeah, that it's because they knocked him out the Carabao, fam. So it is what it is, isn't it?
2-0.
Oh my god, Calvin Phillips.
You remember that? That helped you win it, innit?
Absolutely. Well, I don't know. You slapped you in the FA Cup final.
Fucking hell, this guy.
I mean, anything could happen. You never know. Actually, that season I wouldn't want to have played you, to be honest. But yeah, I'm shouting my chest. Were you?
Bro, you said think. There's no test in the term think. That's like Mon's being excited that he won't say they're in a title race.
Let me check the Premier League table.
I was sat here saying, I think Tottenham have a good performance against Arsenal. You'd be cooking me. I'm telling you, I know we're gonna have one.
Arsenal beat Tottenham.
Yeah, man, we can be above.
We'll do it.
Barely anyone.
I think it's gonna be a draw. I think it's gonna be a draw.
It better not be. It better not be a fucking draw. It's not allowed. No. Mont, what are you? Stop. Why are you speaking into existence? We need algorithms this weekend. If we just had a long international break.
Just because I said
this is what it is.
Something's gonna happen.
What do you mean? You know what? If this happens, it's your fault.
No. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't really know whose tiers I want more. Strategically, I want Arsenal tiers for for actual.
But we can get that when they go edge.
Might be in a title race.
But Deji's tiers, they do hit good though. Deji and George's tiers hit good.
No, because Deji will come on here and Deji will come on here and he will tell us, that anyone that watched the game, knows that even if they get battered 6-0, Deji will be here saying, listen, anyone that watched the game knows that Arsenal look dusty. And so
squeaky bum time.
Yeah, but
Deji, if I can get Deji, George, and Jay's tears like meshed into like a little capsule.
But we can though,
and then
technically
duplicate it and sell it.
You won't get tears from me and Jay. You just get telling you like, bro.
Sunday and Tuesday. No, Tuesday and Sunday. Deji will be there. Tuesday, I know Jay will be there. It's just George's gonna probably tell me that he's got a meeting on Monday and he might be late.
Yeah,
no. The Monday morning show, you already know I'll be jumping out. I'm in there.
George, I was praising you to Cass the other day, saying, do you know what? George is always there. He's very consistent, right?
Yeah.
But this is why I started off the show giving you a bit of warning because, bro, you are talking the most.
You're
right?
Favourites now. You do know that.
He's got chest.
And I've always got my chest out, especially on this game, North London derby.
But this game, more than ever, is one that, whereas like last season, you can have chest, but losing to Arsenal last season, bro, Arsenal were very good last season. Right now, they don't have Odegaard, right?
100%. It means
they don't have Rice. You must, bro.
I definitely think the pressure's on them. The pressure will flip a little bit, just knowing that they ain't got no Rice or Odegaard, because at that point Arsenal have an excuse. They have a very big excuse. They're missing their two best players, so the pressure flips to Tottenham that Tottenham have to win now. We should win. They're missing two of their best players. How can you not win? And I see that too. I'm not gonna. And I wouldn't sit there and not acknowledge that, because I'm gonna sit here and say, like, I'm seeing their two injuries. Like, of course, I wish them both to come back. Well, obviously, not two injuries. One out, suspended, and one injury. I want Odegaard to come back and well on that. But I was glad he was out for Tottenham game. Like, if there's one game he's gonna miss, let it be the North London derby. Like, I was
the next 2 months allegedly.
We get the return of Declan Rice, which we know. Listen, if Declan Rice comes back against City, and
it's not that scary.
I'm not saying it is, but we know what will happen to it. Listen, if Declan Rice comes back against City and scores or something, then that's it. Rice-Rodri comparisons are back.
I've seen Rodri ragdoll a few times, so I don't know, man. I'm not really convinced by that.
You seen Chelsea? They apparently, if this doesn't scream PR, I don't know what does in it. Yeah, but the new stadium talk. I saw it today. I'm telling you now. What Clear Lake and Todd B representatives have been. They're watching NAF. They watch NAF. I'm telling you now.
Them, bro.
CB definitely put a long email after that NAF show and said it means, like, you know what I mean, like.
He told them what
when that's, I hear you, bro. I hear it, bro.
Because it means something to me.
That is the goated show. I literally had the best time on that. I've never seen this guy laugh so much.
What I was seeing. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It means something.
Man swings with West Ham.
Have you seen? Apparently, they're going to move to Earls Court now. Like, it's all that. Somehow they've been beefing, and now the stadium talk has just accelerated, just like that.
See, someone mentioned Earls Court a while ago and said that they'd missed their chance with Earls Court because someone else had come in and bought it or whatever.
Yeah, so they must have had to outbuy the buyer.
Maybe, yeah. There was enough land there, definitely, between all the Earls Courts to put a stadium on it. 100%.
That football club.
What? Go on, say it. Honestly, make yourself an enemy here.
There's something going on. Like, come on, in that football club. That club's a circus. And then next thing I'm hearing the board, they're trying to chuck out Bowley. And then next thing they're getting the stadium, talking about stadium. Something's going on there. Something's not right at that football club. I don't know, man.
It's not a football club. It's a record label.
Yeah.
Who should know?
You are a bad guy, bro.
Who should know?
You're a bad guy, bro.
Could be.
I think it's Winstanley.
Egbal's got the look. Egbali, he's got the look. He looks more like he'd be a Sugar Knight.
Yeah, it's because they have a lot of sporting directors. They like apparently they like the micromanagement side of everything. So it's with Chelsea. I'm not gonna lie. I think both of them probably got blood in their hands with crappy deals and stuff like that. But I think I'd swing to more what I was reading. I think I like Todd Bowley's wanting what his approach is with the CEO and stuff, rather than someone that gets a flipping hard on over transfers and trading players.
But I think if Clear Lake go, Clear Lake is
is Ed Barley and them.
Right, yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. I think if them lot go, that will it will become fucking hilarious. Yeah,
London
the strategy
Tigers?
will not
We've
be
been thinking about
strategizing
this.
at all.
West London
Toppy will
Tigers.
just be at he will be
West London
buying.
Cowboys.
Bro, Ronaldo will come back to the Premier League. Ronaldo and Messi will be back at Chelsea.
I don't think so. I think Bowley's the type of guy who would probably hire experts in all these areas to sort of
like in his American team, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
And
Who is it that
run it
hired?
and they'd probably become a really data-driven scouting team and so on. And let's be honest here, I think the problem with Chelsea, like I said, is just signing a lot too much, and it doesn't really have any tactical view behind it. But if they had people behind there, like Bowley, if he put someone in place who knows football to manage it, I think they'd become a lot better footballing team.
Who signed?
Better footballing system.
Who was it that signed? That brought in Joe Shields?
No idea.
Because that was probably a right.
Apparently, is this true? From Shoot, Els Court tweeted an hour ago. Els Court got a Twitter. What? There's no football stadium in the master plan.
Allow it.
Wait, how's Els Court got a Twitter?
Yeah,
Els Court would have a Twitter. No, Els Court would have a Twitter. Everyone's got a fucking Twitter.
What the?
What's that, bro? They advertise their events.
That smells like cap, man.
Yeah, it does, man. But yeah, look, by the way, we're going to be going on TIFO for the England watch along. It's in the pin. Just, just come sign up. The code is NAF. If you've heard this, NAF if you need to. But if you click the link, it should just send you right there. So we're about to see some Carsley ball. Angel Gomez is starting. And I'm excited to actually see him ball out.
Can't wait.
He's a cold baller. He's wavy.
Who would have thought that we'd be excited to watch an England game? In UEFA Nations League.
New era, man. It's a new era.
Are we starving? No, lads. Are we actually starving?
Oh, but we need to see.
We're starving, right.
We're
speaking about the NLD derby and Cass. We're speaking about the NLD derby on Tuesday.
Yeah, real talk. I was thinking that twice.
Well, how about tomorrow? Well, we've got Ash and Kunle. Then we've got Deji and Lee in the same day.
Deji and Lee will be a good one.
Do you know what I mean? We've got to run it up as much as possible.
I need to have a chat with the gal this week as well. And I don't mean a chick.
Oh, I thought you said, never mind. But yeah, look, you can find everyone's channels in their names as well.
A gal.
It's right there. So go search it on your YouTube bars, especially for Mr. Amrabat at the top. New Gooner. So if you're a Gooner, go follow him up. He's just made his YouTube as well. So yeah, man, this is his first on the show. He's actually, to be fair, feels like he's been a bit of a natural getting involved and whatnot, not being a pussy like some people. Never mind. But yeah, smash the likes on the way out. We're going over to TIFO, and yeah, we're gonna discuss little things, and hopefully Spurs lose on the weekend. In a bit. Emmanuel. 2-0 arse. Then we'll be cocky and think they are faves.
Yeah,
that's true. In a bit.
In a bit.